Hope I am audible to you all. So I'll share my screen. Just a minute. So till now, we have discussed just introduction, demonstration, as well as this architecture we have discussed yesterday. Okay. Next, we need to work out this different Android versions available. Okay. So before going there, what are the different Android versions available? First, we will try to teach you like what are the minimum system requirements. So to install or to make Android environment setup. Okay, so that we need first actually. Okay, so first before going further, what we need is see minimum system requirements. So 4 GB RAM if you have in your PC, this is okay, not satisfied. Okay, but 8 GB RAM is recommended. This is only the constraint recommended. Next, so 8 GB is recommended, 8 GB RAM. Other than that, nothing is there, no other constraint. Okay, hard disk, whatever you want, so that you can take, fine. Next one, coming to the point of our Android is completely platform independent. This is already. I have already given you. So this is a platform independent. This can run on any of the operating system like Windows, Linux, Mac, Ubuntu, any kind of thing it will support. There is no problem. Okay. So next one. Here, before going set up with the Android, first you need to make a Java setup. So Android can support Java from greater than or equals to JDK 1.4 version or Java 1.4 version onwards. 1.4 version. So lower than that version, it won't accept. 1.4 is accepted, greater than that also accepted. Okay, but currently we are working with Java 1.8 version, and we got 1.12 version latest. So from where can I download Java? So you can directly type Java SDK download, Java JDK, anything you can write, Java JDK download, Java downloads. So directly it will point to Oracle, because earlier Java is a product from Sun Microsystems. Later it was acquired by Oracle. Now Oracle is dealing with the Java, right? So I want to download Java. So if you just click on this URL, see latest version 17 is available. So as you know already, Java is also platform independent. It will go with the Linux, it will go with the Mac, it will go with the Windows for anything. For example, I want for Windows. For Windows, so this is it's a document download, but I want complete downloads. So for that I have to go to products. Okay, I need to select Java, what I want to download. So in that 17 they are giving. Other than that, download Java now. It was redirected to again same page. Mac or Windows. Java latest JDK. This one you can download. 64 installer, this one. Okay, so this you can download, and this with this when you download, .exe file will come. So this .exe file, if you download, I'll show you so how it will. Android, for example, Android operating system here. So you will get like a JDK exe file. If you double tap, automatically it will start installing. Okay, it will start installing, and then it will be installed into your C drive. C drive, if you are using a 64-bit program files, it will come. If it is your PC is 32-bit. What is this operating system type? So how we will get to know? Means right click on PC, properties. Okay, right click on that, then it is going to be display about your PC properties. See, I have in 8 GB RAM, system type 64-bit operating system. Okay, so that I used to go for program files. Here you are able to see Java folder. After installation, you will get like this. Okay, this you need to set up, and after that, what you need to do? Java environment setup you have to do. After doing this step, Java environment variables. What are the environment variables? So Java environment variables are two things. What are those? JDK and JRE. These are the two environment variables. And how this JDK and JRE will work, that we need to understand. Okay. Basically, JDK, it will accept input as .java file. It will provide output as .class file, that you know. This .class file will be given as input for the JRE, and it will provide output as a machine understandable code. That machine understandable code, again, we are going to be provided to DVM. Yesterday we discussed Dalvik virtual machine. So Dalvik virtual machine will have the technique to generate the Android output APK file. Okay, so how to set up this Java environment variables? Okay, so I am giving this URL for your reference. If you have not yet downloaded, okay, you can use this JDK, that means URL, to download it. So Java environment setup, sorry, variable setup. So it's a so easy things. See, this is the one, but this is not good actually. I want for JDK JRE, they have given something different. Set path in Java. Just a minute, yes. So with screenshots they will provide. Okay, so here is the one. Just you have to go to properties. In that environment variables you need to choose. I'll show you practically. Right click on this PC, properties. Sorry, not this one. Control panel, this one you will get. Okay, so from there you will get environment variables. Go to the environment variables. you have to click on user variable and system variables. You need to configure in user variable. Okay, just 1 minute, guys. Just give me a minute. I got some call. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Okay. So you need to set a path and class path values both, so that your Java can work. Okay. This is the reference URL. Simple one. You can set up Java. Once this is done, okay, how can you check confirm me whether Java installed into my PC? So open the command prompt. Inside the command prompt, for example, I have set up with JDK. So for JDK, you can give Java C.
हेलो
So for me, I didn't installed.
क्या हाल है बाबू?
Guys, kindly mute yourself.
ठीक है.
Okay. So I didn't install Java C, so I got it this, that is this one, and I'm searching for Java, which is JRE. JRE, it is already installed. I got something. Okay, which version of Java I have given? That I am searching Java version. C runtime environment with 1.8. Like this, you can check. So once that Java installation successfully done, then what you need to do? You need to install Android Studio. From where can you get the Android Studio? As I already conveyed, Android Studio you can find from developers.android.com website. Okay, so from here you can download it. Right here, you could able to see Android Studio. Just click on this. Automatically, it will take to you for the location. And this is also platform independent. Okay, download Android Studio. If I just click on it, it is going to be asked for you terms and conditions. Accept the terms and conditions, and you can download it for Windows. Based on your operating system, it will choose automatically. Okay, I have already installed. No need to do. For example, after downloading Android Studio, what I need to do? Okay, so when you download Android Studio, you will get like this. I'll show you a .exe file, approximately 1 GB. Approximately 1 GB it will take. You need to download it. Once the download got success, then you need to double tap. So it will ask you to install Android SDK. What it will ask you to install? Android SDK. By default, it will be in checked. So after that, it will also ask you to install AVD. What is this AVD means? Android Virtual Device. Android Virtual Device. So this AVD, what it is actually? This AVD, another name is there, that is called emulator. whenever you have written some program and you would like to execute that, so where you are going to be execute? So for web application, web browser you can use. For mobile application, some a predefined mobile like emulator, it will be displayed. It's a replica. For example, if you see here inside Android Studio, whatever you are designing a screen that you are going to be display. Okay, like a image. This is AVD. It's similar. It will show you like a phone only. Okay, power of button, volume, increase, decrease, rotate, portrait, landscape, camera icon, search, back, home, menu, like this you will get. This is called emulator. So emulator other name is AVD. So latest version of Android SDK it will provide, AVD also it will provide. So what do you mean by SDK? SDK means it's a software development kit that you know already. This software development kit we can also call it as framework. And AVD, so a default phone you are requesting to install it. It is not mandatory. Every day you can connect your mobile using your charging cable like a ADB device, or else you can use the emulator. Okay, but it's appropriate drivers must be installed into your PC. Then only Android Studio can detect your mobile and you can directly execute your program into your mobile directly. That is also possible. Okay. So before going in depth about these things, okay, so I need to understand some important words. API. What do you mean by API? Means Android application programming interface. Okay, Android application programming interface. Whatever the SDK providing some framework libraries, by reading that you are going to be implement some logic. That logic we can call it as Android application programming interface, or else any enhanced features are implemented in the latest version. So whatever the enhanced features they are implementing, those features they can also call like a API. Okay, so both we can call. Right. Next one, other than API, what else we have? So API, AVD as well as Android SDK and IDE. So Android Studio, what we can call as Android Studio IDE. IDE means integrated development environment. Development environment. So this an integrated development environment which is used to implement your program. So what do you mean by IDE? Means, see here you will have some window where you will have this kind of application files, some coding area, output area. All together we can call it as a IDE. Okay, so that is Android Studio IDE. There is one question from my side. Can't we implement any application other than Android Studio IDE? Can't I use other IDEs available, or any other IDEs are available in our uh, Android? Means yes, there are so many IDEs are available in the market, but Android Studio IDE is only IDE for Android application development, because Android operating system, it was implemented with a high-end feature called material design concept. That material design concept can be implemented with the help of Android Studio IDE only. None of other IDEs like Eclipse IDE, NetBeans. Okay, these kind of IDEs also available, but those are not supporting material design component libraries. That is the reason we have only one option, that is Android Studio IDE. Okay, so today what is your task is try to set up your Java, okay, as well as Android Studio IDE by following the steps. Just double tap on .exe file, rest of the things it will take care. So to get complete installation of your Android setup, it will take approximately 5 GB of data, complete Android. Okay. So along with that, I am going to be introduced what are the different Android operating systems are available in the market. So we got so many versions in the market, but what are all we are using in the real time? Okay, so here different code names are available with versions and API levels. See, I am telling you the truth here. You no need to know about each version number, each API level. You no need to remember. But one thing you need to remember, by using which operating system you are implementing, what is its version, what is its API level. These two you need to know. Example, the first version Android released in the year 2009 into the market with the name called Alpha or Astro. Android version number is 1.0. Its API level is 1. What do you mean by API level? I told API means application programming interface. That means in this operating system, what are the enhanced features available? Those enhanced features, how can I implement? That kind of documentation is available, that is called API. Example, is there any example for me? For example, if I just open this developers.android.com website, one second, I'm sure. What's new? Anything is fine. Camera, Jetpack, or else the best one here, Android 11. In Android 11, what are the behavior changes? Privacy, new features and APIs. For example, APIs. I just clicked on APIs. See, new experiences, device controls, media controls. For example, I want to see media controls. Media controls is an API. Okay. Widget will be displayed like this. How I can implement this? We have a media session token. Notification builder dot set small icon. Media browser service implementation. Okay. So flag. Some code is available in Kotlin as well as Java. See, this is called API. Overview about the feature and its documentation. This is called API. Okay, any new feature implemented, we need to refer API document. Okay, second version of Android is beta 1.1, API level is 2. Cupcake, third one. Donut, Eclair, it was released for 3 times, 2.0 to 2.1. API levels are from 5 to 7. And at the same time, there is NDK. What is NDK? SDK, what is I told? Software Development Kit. It is a coding library. NDK, Native Development Kit, it is a C library which are helpful to implement any hardware supported libraries. For example, if you want to purchase a new SIM, immediately what the SIM operator will do, he will ask you to provide your thumbnail for your Aadhaar identity, verification of Aadhaar identity. So by pressing that, automatically his mobile device can capture what we can call, it will capture the other details about you, okay, from the server. So that device, whatever it is attached to the service provider mobile, that is a hardware device. How that hardware device is communicating with the mobile phone, which is external hardware, not internal hardware, external hardware. So that is native development kit. So nowadays we are not getting native development kit. It was stopped from ice cream sandwich. Okay, latest version is not available. Google stopped it. Okay, everything it is coming inbuilt of SDK only. You no need to worry about NDK. Okay, even we are not supporting lower than Lollipop versions of operating system because of limitation with the material design component. Next, you have gingerbread, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich, jelly bean, Kit Kat, lollipop, marshmallow, nougat, Oreo, pie. After that, Q, R, S. These three names has to be revealed. But I have given name myself. I have given 10, 11, 12. Okay, 10, 11, 12. This one Q, R, S. So what is the latest version we are working is API level 31. Its version number is 12. Okay. So all the names of your Android operating system are in alphabetical order. You can expect the next one Q, R, S. Next you will get it as T. Official names to be confirmed. Because of Corona, it's got delayed. Okay. So very soon you will get all the names. Right. These are the version numbers as well as API levels with Android versions list. So today's task, what you have to do, complete setup of your Java as well as Android Studio. So if you are unable to do it, if you are already done this, that is well and good, we can start implementing. If you are not done, you need to install. If you are facing any problem, when I logged in tomorrow, please discuss with me. I will sort it out immediately. Okay, so that I will make you arrangements, whatever it is. Now, before going about it, setup and everything, next I am going to be start Android graphical user interface design. So I already conveyed Android user interface. We are going to be implemented with XML language. So what is XML language and how it will be effectively used for Android? So I don't want to teach anything from my side. Okay. So I would like to convey everything from Google point of view so that you can understand it easily. Okay. XML language. Just see what is XML language used. So this is the abbreviation. It is a extensible markup language, a simple text-based format for representing structured information like documents, data, configuration, books, transactions, invoices, and much more. It was derived from an older standard format called SGML in order to be more suitable for web use. Is XML is a programming language? It is not a programming language. Okay, it is not a programming language. So, is XML used today? See, banking services, online retail stores, integrating industrial systems, it is everywhere. Next, why XML is so important? This is the main reason Android is using XML for front end. What is that? See, it provides a robust, non-proprietary means, example I am telling. Proprietary means it's a paid version. Non-proprietary means open source. Persistent and verifiable file format for the storage and transmission of text and data both on and off the web, and it removes the more complex options of HTML, making it easier to program for. Actually, XML is a enhanced version of HTML language. Okay, that is all. Right. Is it useful to learn XML? XML is a relatively simple language to learn. Nothing is there. For example, Android Studio I close, right? Let me open Android Studio. By seeing that, you can understand it very easily. Here you can see there is some constant layout. XMLNS colon Android, XMLNS colon app, XMLNS colon tools, Android colon. See, without XMLNS colon Android schema word, you can't even create any property, single property. Android layout width, Android layout height. There are some values. If you come to the image view, whatever to represent the image, it contains ID, layout width, layout height. These two are same. See, for a constant layout, you are using Android layout width, Android layout height. Even for image view, you are using layout width, layout height. These two are repeated properties, right? So like that, you will have almost simple and reusable stuff every day. What? Okay. So before going in depth about XML, we need to understand two things, guys. So what are the two things? First, just I'll teach you these two things. I'll try to explain in a general manner. Just try to understand. View and view group. View and view group. So if you understand these two well, you can understand XML language very easily. So what is a view? So I'm comparing view in XML. It's the same like object in Java. What is object in Java general? Anything in the real world, it can be called as object in Java. Am I correct? Anything in real world, a pen, a paper, a PC, a bottle, anything. The same way, an object, I will write like this, a predefined component or object in Android called as view. Button, checkbox, radio button, list, whatnot. Everything in our Android, we can call it as a view. Just you may get idea. You got some idea. Button in your screen, that is a view. That means I have a query here. Is that button class defined in our Android? Yes, the button class is defined in our Android SDK. Checkbox is there. Checkbox class is also defined in our Android SDK. Radio button is there. Radio button class is also available in our Android SDK. Then how we are going to be write in our XML? Everything whatever Android SDK defined, all the things will be displayed in a palette window. Okay, Android Studio have a palette window. To display all views of Android. From the palette window, you are just dragging and dropping. For example, you need a button. In the palette window, there is a button available for you. Just drag and drop into your screen. When you drag and drop, XML code will be displayed. Okay. While dragging, while drag and drop, okay. So XML code will be generated in the background. Will be generated. Sometimes you need to will be generated in the background. Okay. So you need to understand what is the properties it is going to be right. Sometimes we need to customize the properties. For example, button, when you drag and drop on button, some text you need to write. What is the text? Text style, text font, text color. Okay. Next, button background, button corners, like that. So many properties we need to assign. Customized properties. So is it possible to write customized properties in XML? Yes, of course. For anything we have a property in that XML. So those properties I have to learn when we are started discussing about XML. Okay. Next, view group. What is a view group? In the name itself it is there. View group. I am writing the definition here. Alignment of aligning. Number of views in a specified manner. Called view group. Okay. For example I will show so that you can easily understand. A login screen is there. A login screen for a mobile. See, some login screens are available like this. Example, consider this: profile image, username field, password field, sign in field, email field. This is some title, something, title, something. These two are horizontal, login, vertical. These two are horizontal. So how sometimes it is vertical, sometimes it is horizontal. How? Because this was implemented with the help of view group. Welcome back. This one, this one, this one. All these things are available. How? Because all these are all placed inside a view group. In our Android, so many view groups are available. That is also Android Studio have palette window. In that all it contains the view groups. It contains the view groups. So this I am going to be discussed tomorrow. But to make you full understanding about this, what I am expecting is you guys have to install. Mandatory, you need to install your what we can call. You have to install or make your setup readily available. Okay, so that is my wish. I'll stop for today because of initial days I'm teaching very less. So today's notes I have given to you. Okay, so day by day I will increase the time and I will keep writing the thing. So tomorrow I am going to be start XML coding So that XML coding, how we are going to be start and how we are going to be implemented and how we are going to be customized. All the things that we will discuss tomorrow. Okay. So we'll meet again tomorrow 8:15 p.m. So till tomorrow only 8:15. Later it will be 8 only. Okay, because I have some problem for the transportation. Okay. Right, guys. Thanks for your understanding. If you have any questions, you can ask me, or else you can leave the meeting. We'll meet again tomorrow. Okay, nice. No one have any queries? Thank you, guys. I think you are able to understand. No, just only yesterday we discussed about Android architecture. Okay, by seeing video you can understand. Okay, you can request Durgasoft. They can definitely give you the video. By listening that video only, you can understand. There is no other coding related I didn't start. That will be start from tomorrow. Okay, right. Any other class? Sorry, any other questions? The entire course is framework only. Okay, so learning Android means learning framework only. Okay, so we have total 5 core components: activity, intent, services, broadcast receiver, and content provider. All together approximately 50 examples I am going to be discussed. Okay, so why does Play Stores wants to delete more size apps even if you want to download small size app when memory is full? Hmm. I didn't understand, Aniket, your question. If I'm correct, please tell me. Like, your phone memory is full, but you are trying to download a small size APK, but your mobile is deleting large size APK. Is that question you are asking? Okay. See, uh, it's not depends on Play Store. Actually, it depends upon your Android operating system. So if it needs some memory space, something to be deleted. Okay, obviously, large file, large size APK, or which app you are not using since from last, it was idle since from long days. Obviously, it will display. It's a programming. Uh, Arshad, there is no offline class. Completely, it is online only. It is completely online. Okay, and get you understand. So it's optional. It is whether you want to delete it or not. Definitely, for deleting an app, it must require your permission. Okay, it's a mechanism, coding mechanism. So we'll check end user is not using app since from long days. We'll list out it. That is. Any other questions? Yeah, that I will share, but I need some confirmation from Durga sir. Okay, once our batch starts seriously, I am going to be share the notes. Okay, so that it to be confirmed by Durga sir. Okay, you can ask them like that means there is a procedure, right? So I need to follow. Once they said you can share the notes and samples, I am going to be share with you initially. Okay, no need to worry about it. Okay, guys. So if you have any questions, you can just ask Durga sir. They will clarify you. Any technical related stuff, you can ask me. Better we can leave for the day. We'll meet again tomorrow because I'm getting time for 9 p.m. batch. Okay. So don't forget tomorrow session is from 8:15 p.m. Only for tomorrow. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.